Hello everybody, welcome to the Daily Nature Journal. So today I'm filming from Lyme, Regis in Dorset. And the first thing I'd like to say to you all is thank you so much for your subscriptions. I'm now past 500 subscribers on YouTube, and that means that I can now open up the community tab. So that's going to allow me to add posts that aren't videos. So there's going to be some polls, there's going to be some photos, some drawings, little bits of writing. So you can all get involved over there, and I'm going to do loads of like fun posts as well. So we're going to sort of liven it up a little bit in the YouTube community, so I hope you'll join me for that. So on to today's video. I'm going to be between Lyme Regis and Charmouth. I'm going to be looking for fossils, doing a bit of paddling, and there's an old 1800s landfill site at the top of the cliff. So I'll be doing a little bit of mudlarking as well, looking for interesting things. It's a really great place if you want to look for fossils and look for cool human stuff at the same time. So this video is also going to be in an extended form on my Patreon. So if you want to see more of what we're doing today, you can head on over to my Patreon. So I think that was a long enough introduction. I'm ready to get going. Let's go. So we're heading into some reasonable tides at the moment. At the moment the tide is on its way out, which is going to make it easier to get under the cliffs along here, and I'm going to be focusing my attention just in this area here. And the old landfill site is along the top of the cliff there, and all of these rocks are fossil bearing, so there's loads of ammonites and things to be found down there. This is a sandy area of beach, so it's also good for a bit of paddling. And it's usually a lot quieter here than on the main beach at Lyme Regis, so I won't be bothered by too many people, I don't think. These are the rocks that contain loads of the ammonite fossils, and you can already hear the hammers of people working down there looking for them. Now I'm not going to be going so far as to be splitting rocks apart, because there's plenty to be found just laying on the beach. And you see all of these areas of recent cliff fall. That's where you can find the cool stuff that's come down from the old landfill site. So here we can really see the mixture of different stuff you can find here. Bits of pottery. This could be part of a pipe. Loads of brick as well. And then in amongst it all of these little bits of rock. And it's this where the fossils are. So I've been looking about 10 minutes, and this is the interesting stuff I've found so far. A couple of fossils, some shells, and all sorts of interesting broken pottery. So it is quite slow work. You've got to be prepared to be crouching, looking among all the stones for quite some time. You get some professional fossil hunters out here who spend their days cutting up rocks with picks and chisels. But I quite like to look for what nature has offered up. So finding the things that have been left behind, that have been turned over by the sea, and that have dropped down from the cliffs above, without putting too much extra human effort into it. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There's going to be loads more of this through the year. So these are two old paste pots that I've found. They've both been washed. This one had just come out of all of the mud, was completely covered. It's in a lot better condition than the other one, which has been a bit deformed. It's been rolled around by the sea a few times by the look of it. But they've both got the same brand on them. It says Shipham's. One looks to be older than the other, They could be great little vases for putting plant specimens in, or perhaps I can use them as inkwells. This is rather cool, kind of symmetry in shape. You sometimes find these along this part of the beach. These ammonites have fossilised in fool's gold. So that's all from the Daily Nature Journal today. I hope you enjoyed this little trip to the beach as much as I did. In the next video I'm going to be back in the studio and I'm going to be adding some bird drawings to my journal. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.